Well, brothers, they're doing it again. They're doing the same thing they did 4 years ago, right before the 2016 election. They attempted to shame us. They attempted to scare us. They attempted to strong arm us into supporting someone who was not for our best interest. And you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Hillary Clinton. And we know what happened. We know what the outcome was 4 years ago after people tried to coerce us into supporting her. And many of us did, including myself. And she lost. And even if she won, she wouldn't have been good for both of us, all of us, you, me, and all the black men in America, 20 million people. So here we are, once again, 4 years later, and we're dealing with a similar scenario. And now all the think pieces are emerging. All of the media is being directed at black men who have some issues with this presidential ticket, Harris and Biden. And once again, the liberals are attempting to shame us and strong arm us into supporting this ticket, a ticket which is anti-black male. Whatever you do not surrender to those people. Do not surrender to those who believe that they own us, those who have no respect for our political autonomy, those who have no respect for our concerns about this possible administration, those who belittle the fact that we are in the midst of an election where you have two cops, two bona fide public officials who have supported the most heinous crime policies produced since the 1960s. So what I want to say to you guys is that you need to stand firm. You need to, at this point, if you don't do it at any other point, and I'm saying that right now, this should be a turning point. This should be a new page in the history of black men in America. After we've seen what happened with George Floyd, this should be a new day for all of us. This should be a time right now for us to begin something different, to create our own identity as black men, to recognize that the civil rights establishment is not for us, to recognize that the black liberals are not for us, to recognize that white liberals and white leftists, they just want to use us as political tools, to recognize that Donald Trump is not something to be feared. We live in conditions that are already horrible, already abject. We live with the worst of white supremacy. So there's nothing to be fearful of. No possible future can emerge that is worse than what we're dealing with right now. And the only people who are really scared are those who don't live like black men. And what we need to do right now at this very moment is to let the world know that a change is here and that we're going to move in a different direction. So what you brothers need to do is you need to become independent of the people around you, independent of your mother, your sister, your aunt, your nieces, your daughters, your grandmother, all those forces in the black community that want to strong arm you, that think they own you or control you. You need to assert your autonomy as a black man. And let's send a strong message to the political establishment. Let's send a strong message to the Democratic Party. Let's send a message to the Republican Party. Let them know that we are here and that we are not going to be taken for granted. Exercise your political capital this election season. Our lives depend on it.